soul. The radio show with India Hines your host. You should be ready to go. It's food for your soul. The radio show with India Hines your host. You should be ready to go. Woke up this morning to a brand new day. Say to yourself, no junk today. So turn that dial to the radio show or log on worldwide to Food for Your Soul. It's Food for Your Soul. The radio show. India Hines your host.
Well, on the line right now, I have two ladies that are doing a phenomenal job. And, one of the things that they're doing, which, really does touch my heart, is they're fighting against domestic violence. And domestic violence is not something we want to play with. So, on the line, I have Janice Gates Pettigrew and also Pamela Franklin Stegall. Hello, ladies.
Hello.
How are you?
Wonderful.
It sounds like you're smiling. I can tell in your voices. Okay, there's the laugh that I knew that was coming for sure. Well, how excited are you about Silence Broken Through Artistic Expression, your art showcase that's coming up on October 16th?
Extremely excited. It's all coming together, and everybody that comes out, we know they're going to be empowered, educated, and inspired. They will not walk out the same way they came in.
Okay, now is this Janice talking?
That's Janice talking.
I thought so, Janice. Well, okay. Now, as far as Silence Broken Through Artistic Expression and the artists that you also have coming out, before we even go there, and we're going to mention and talk about some of the artists that are coming, why is this so important to both of you? Please let me know a little bit more about that. We'll start with Janice, and then we're going to talk with Pamela.
Okay. Well, for me, it's important because I am a conqueror of domestic violence, abuse, and sexual assault. And once I received my healing, I realized later in life that there were many other women going through the same thing, because before I thought I was by myself. But once I was healed and I began to speak about my experiences, and after I wrote my book, I discovered that there were so many other women going through the same thing. So for me, because I'm a grandma with 30 grandkids, I do not want those 13 girls.
You are blessed and highly favored with 30 grandchildren. I have to say that.
Thank you. But I do not want them to suffer in silence. And so the only way for them not to suffer in silence is to expose the common things people think about domestic violence that is not their problem. When you look at it, it's everybody's problem.
Yes.
And it affects the entire family.
You are so right about that. You certainly are. And Pamela, thank you so much for joining me on Food for Your Soul, the radio show. And I know that we do know one another. We
do.
Yes, we do.
We know each other through the journey and Sepia. I hope they are all doing well.
Oh, yes. There we go.
And another connection with Johnny Brown that used to be over at Morris Brown.
Okay.
But I'm excited about this showcase simply because I believe that the use of arts can be a call to action when you're bringing an issue to life or you're engaging the audience to examine whatever issue we're talking about.
Yes.
And through the arts, in an interesting way, you can ask them to take action or at least hope for a better tomorrow. And so we have a dynamic lineup for bringing this story to life. And it's personal to me, India, in that over 30 years ago, I lost my youngest sister to domestic violence.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
It was very tragic in our community, and it was tragic in my family.
Yes.
And so I'm honored to be working with Janice, collaborating with her on this showcase. We're taking an issue that deals with her organization, and we're using artistic expression from my organization, and we are partnering or melding them together to make a difference, to hopefully encourage or inspire someone to take action.
Oh, I like that. I really do. And speaking about your organization, now, first of all, I know that Janice Gates Pettigrew, that your organization is Fresh Start for Women. And
Yes.
now, Pamela, yours is the Pamela D. Franklin Cultural Center for the Performing Arts.
Yes.
How
And it's
awesome.
so long. It's so long because I wanted to combine cultural experience. I wanted to be the cultural voice through artistic expression
Yes.
for the youth. You can learn everything. How about partnering with the Asian community
Yes.
and learning something cultural from them, and they can get to know us, and
Yes.
who knows, that might heal the land because we've gotten to know each other a little bit better.
That's right.
But I'll have 4 ensembles: theater, dance, music, and creative writing. And I've also kicked off a program called Camp Soul, which is my tagline, sharing our unique lives, where we have basic training in the performing arts.
I'm really, what you're sharing in terms of how you two are coming together really is very phenomenal in the sense that, when there's more than one and 2 come together, 3, 4, 5, and you're both on the same page, great things can happen. And I like the cultural aspect of it because, we all do need to come together. It's not
Yes.
just about one race or one religion or one anything anymore. It really
That's
isn't.
right.
It truly
Right.
is about us opening up our hearts so that we can
Yes.
share that knowledge and move forward. Okay, ladies, so I'm excited. First of
Yeah.
all, a purple carpet instead of a red carpet, that right there was like, okay, this event is going to be nice.
India, check this with the step and repeat.
Oh,
we
with the
want you
okay.
to come in and join us on the purple carpet. You'll not only be on the purple carpet, but you'll receive a purple ribbon for awareness of domestic violence.
Oh, wow. So come ready, come dressed. Is this a formal event or is it kind of after 5 or come, chic?
It can be after 5 and chic.
Okay.
Put it that way. If you want to get that best picture and that best look, because our photographer will be available to take all the pictures that you want, and you can purchase your pictures right then, and
Okay.
that's just an awesome thing. And then, you're networking with other people that are there at the event, and then when you go into the theater, you're just going to be regaled with the performances of the people that are helping us to put this on.
Okay.
Oh, Janice, and don't forget that we have just put out a 2016 Woman on the Move Awards.
That's correct.
Yes, and so we are recognizing 2 women, State Representative Abel Mabel Thomas from the 56th District,
Okay.
along with Sherry Boston.
Oh, that's going to be awesome.
Yes,
Two very
Solicitor
incredible
General
women.
for DeKalb County.
Yes, 2 very incredible women. All right, ladies, let's talk about the artists. Who's going to be there? But I will say there's one that's going to be there that's absolutely a favorite of mine. I met her and her heart, her soul, just everything about her I absolutely love. And Letta Lagunda is going to be there. So let's talk about, now, why were you so excited about Letta?
Well, Letta comes from her heart, just as you said.
Yes.
And it's heartfelt, and she has presence when she walks on that stage. And I believe that what she has to say will either encourage you or inspire you to take action.
That's right. Well, I know she will. There's no doubt about it. But who else is going to be there?
Oh, wow. We got several vocalists. We have one gentleman that goes by E. Walter Smith, and he's doing an original song called Tenderness.
Okay.
And it's just absolutely wonderful. We also have Erica Shipman. She is singing all over the world and Atlanta,
Okay.
and she's a part of a group called Infinite Arts. And then we have Shalonda Moore.
Yes, and I'd like to tell you about Shalonda Moore. Now, she's been volunteering with Fresh Start for Women for many years now.
Okay.
And she always graces us with her beautiful voice. Mm-hmm. And I'll tell you, she's the granddaughter of Dave Crater. If you remember Sam and Dave from back in the day, that's her granddad. And so she was gifted with his voice that she got from her mother.
Oh, well, I know what that's going to be like then. Over the top.
And not only that, we have a person that's going to share her testimony on how she got a fresh start through Janice's organization.
Okay.
And that is LaTarsha Holden.
Okay. That name rings a bell to me, too. Somewhere I think I've met her before.
Okay. And so we will have a signature piece that was written by Janice. It's called Dear Diary. And we're not going to give away everything about that.
Okay.
We'll share that at the event. But this is going to be presented by none other than the Reigning Victory Dance Studio from Fayetteville, Georgia.
Oh, wow.
So it was very important to me to showcase our local talent.
Yes.
You know, we have all our celebrities, but we want to make our locals even more like a celebrity.
Well, you know, they are celebrities, because when you look at the talent that we have here in the Georgia area, and a lot of those, that's why through my radio show, Food for Your Soul, a lot of indie artists don't have an opportunity to really get their music on the air. And so I love being able to showcase them. And so I think that's awesome that you ladies are doing the same thing with your event. Now, in terms of the proceeds from this particular event, I see that they're earmarked for You Are a Precious Jewel program for girls 13 through 17. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am. That's correct.
Okay.
You know, when I created this program in 2006, God actually woke me up in the middle of the night and told me to start writing. And when I got through, I had a 12-week program.
Are we talking to Janice right now? Janice?
Okay,
Janice.
But it deals with helping young girls discover who they are.
Okay.
As students, daughters, future leaders, and especially young women, all with the purpose and goal of helping them not get caught in this cycle of violence.
Yes.
You know, and there's so many that don't, unfortunately, that really don't know that there's somewhere they can look, someone they can talk to, a place for them. And, you know, when you really put that information out there, and when you do events like this, Silence Through Broken Artistic Expression, I believe that really does trigger some things if you're not the person going through, but you may know somebody who's going through. And,
that's correct.
Yeah, and in that regard, that's where, you know, kind of opens up the doors. Mm-hmm. Well, I know it's going to be October the 16th. October 16th. I'm not going to change the date on you ladies. It's October the 16th. And for everybody tuned in, though, I do want everybody to know, I'm talking with Janice Gates Pettigrew, who is the Executive Director of Fresh Start for Women, and then also Pamela Franklin Stegall, who's the Executive Director for the Pamela D. Franklin Cultural Center for the Performing Arts. And they have an event coming up, Silence Broken Through Artistic Expression. That's October 16th. Now, ladies, now I know it's going to be at the Performing Arts Center, but let's have the address and what time and all that kind of good information.
Well, the doors will open at 4 o'clock at the 444 Theater, which is at 444 Highland Avenue. That's right down the street from Atlanta Medical Center. Tickets, believe it or not, are only $25 to come in and enjoy all of this. We are definitely looking and hoping that people will want to come in all their finery or however they feel and just walk the purple carpet, take photos with me, mingle with everybody, and get an education while you're being entertained.
That's right. Oh, I like that. Get an education while you're being entertained.
And don't forget, to all the Toastmasters out there, we have one of your finest. Octavia Evans Taylor will serve as our Mistress of Ceremonies, and she is a distinguished Toastmaster. So we're excited about that.
So all the Toastmasters, come on out and support, for sure.
Yes.
Yes. And in terms of the event itself, now I know that you've said it's $25, but now say someone doesn't get the ticket in advance and they want to pay $25 when they get there. Can they do that at the door?
Absolutely.
Okay, so $25 at the door as well is not a problem. Now, are you, as far as vendor tables, I know those are available or were available, and then also sponsorships. Are those opportunities still open?
There are still opportunities for sponsorships. However, we are full with our vendor tables. Our little area is not that big, so we don't want to overcrowd it so that people can't really enjoy themselves. But the vendor tables are full.
Okay.
But sponsorships are definitely still available. And I do want to offer to you to raffle off 2 tickets to your listeners to come to the event. However way you decide to choose the winner, the 5th person, 10th person, whatever the case may be that calls, they will get 2 tickets to come to the event.
And they'll be at will call. They can pick them up when they come in. Is that correct?
That's right.
Okay, that would be awesome. But, I'm going to give the web address. It's freshstartforwomen.org. And it is Fresh Start, FOR, women.org. And, this particular event, ladies, really is something that I am so excited about because, domestic violence, a lot of people, unfortunately, go through it. A lot of people don't make it out of it. Many, many, many do. But with support from people like you. So I know the event's going to be all that you want it to be. I am doing all that I can to make sure that my listeners and those who support me through my e-newsletter, that they will come out, that they will purchase the tickets, and that $25 and all that they're going to receive, I think it's going to be an absolutely phenomenal evening. Now, in closing, Janice, what would you like to say quickly before we close? And then, Pamela, I'm going to ask the same from you. What would you like to tell everyone in closing very quickly before we go?
In closing, I would like to say, just because you see a smile on a woman's face, you don't know what's going on inside her at home. But if you happen to be one of those women, it doesn't have to remain that way. Fresh Start for Women is here when you're ready to take the next step.
I like that. Thank you, Janice. And Pamela?
And mine is very simple. Help support the arts. They have taken it out of the schools for the most part, and let's help bring it back because we can use that as a tool for social justice, not only personally, but globally.
Well, that point right there is huge, and I just hope everyone tuned in right now to Food for Your Soul, the radio show, with me, India Hines, will definitely go out and support Janice Gates Pettigrew and Pamela Franklin Stegall's upcoming program on October 16th, Silence Broken Through Artistic Expression, and definitely a fight against domestic violence, and it's so important. Ladies, thank you so much for calling into Food for Your Soul, and definitely someone's going to win a pair of tickets today to go enjoy and be a part of your phenomenal event, Silence Broken Through Artistic Expression. Take care.
Thank you for having us.
All righty.
You have been listening to Food for Your Soul, the radio show with India Hines. Tune in Monday through Friday at 6 a.m. to the morning show and midday Tuesday, Thursday at 2 p.m. on Love 860 WAEC-AM, or listen live worldwide on the web at www.nojunkproductions.com.